Long ago, when the world was bright and full of stories, an evil wizard gained the power to touch the face of God. Narrativa, goddess of stories and weaver of our world, banished him to the void, but not before he stole a piece of her divine essence. With this newfound power, the wizard lay a dread curse upon all the world, the Glyph Purge, which struck from the minds of all mortals the knowledge of how to read and write. Now, all that stand between the Isle of Meosha and an age of endless ignorance are the bards, who tell stories of distant lands, exotic creatures, and brave heroes. This is one such tale.
Hello and welcome to Challenge Rating Zero, the latest and greatest Dungeons & Dragons podcast to hit the internet airwaves. I am Sam, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined as always by my longtime friends and adventuring companions.
Hello, I'm Brian, and I play Hector the Gatekeeper.
Hi, I'm Beth, and I play Rilla Longshadow.
Hey there, I'm Alex, and I play Ruger Firehide.
And last but not least, we have the man who calls himself Michael, but who we call Parker, Michael Parker, playing the Druid Zurabak. Say hi, Parker.
Hi, Parker.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Dear listeners, we left you once again on a hell of a cliffhanger last time. Our heroes are embroiled in battle deep in the bowels of the Isles of Meosha. Let's get right back into it. When last we left our heroes, Hector, Rilla, Zurabak, and the lawman Ruger Firehide were traveling the underground highways that were once part of the sprawling dwarven empire that existed long ago beneath the Isle of Meosha, on their way to Fell, a fallen city once ruled by humanity before the Glyph Purge and now given over to the Badlands. They are headed there to hopefully find a platinum gyro, a essential component they need to repair the Cipher Golem that will finally allow them to cast a spell they need to end the Glyph Purge and fix all of reality. In tow with our heroes is the Iron Shogun, the ruler of the Dwarven Hold of Grotmire, along with one of the Iron Shogun's Deep Wardens, a special unit of dwarven warriors who have given their souls to the stone and reside forever below ground to guard the Dwarven Empire from below. Our heroes first journeyed into these depths with an army, which they sent off as a strike force to assail the Knights of the Pyre after they received some intel that that group was vulnerable to attack, and our heroes themselves ventured onward with Rilla's cohort, Abigail Iron Eye, and Tess, the turnkey, who is piloting a retrofitted wagon of wonders, now covered in armor plating and bristling with weaponry, being pulled by a lumbering Triceratops.
My best friend.
Our heroes, indeed, Ruger Firehide's old friend from the Ashen Islands. The last thing our heroes encountered was a broad plaza containing within it the ruins of an old temple long ago burned down by zealous paladins, and they were accosted by a swarm of Umber Hulks, massive, armored, chomping gorilla beetles, huge towering insectoids that make their home deep beneath the earth and who are incredibly skilled at burrowing through solid rock. Our heroes join them in battle, casting fireballs, swinging spells, buffing themselves with magic and bardic inspiration. And the very last thing that happened before we rolled credits last time was that a massively large Umber Hulk, towering above all the terrifying creatures surrounding our heroes now, showed up on the scene with some reinforcements. So, we join our heroes now in the throes of battle. The scene is thus. We are in an enormous circular chamber deep beneath the earth. It is a plaza, the floor of which is lined with beautiful dwarven tile work of unassailable skill. In the center of this plaza is a old ruined temple that has been smashed flat by an enormous chunk of the stone from the ceiling. On top of the slab of stone stands a powerful Umber Hulk, towering over its brethren, its hide scarred from countless battles. Our heroes are surrounded on all sides by a swarm of 6 of these hulking brutes. Deep in the fray, currently, we have Zurabak, Snake, and Hector assailing a single target. Not far off from them, we have Ruger Firehide and the Iron Shogun assailing another Umber Hulk, while Rilla and her cohort, Abigail Ironeye, are chilling on the wagon about 50 feet away from the rest of the party. So, there are 6 enemies all around you, 2 of which you're currently engaging in combat, and there is a boss monster. So, 7 enemies in total. I still have the initiative order from last time because sometimes I am a good DM.
Sometimes.
And every once in a while, we are going to start at the top of the order, and that turns out to be the Iron Shogun.
Woo!
So, the leader of the Dwarven people is facing off against an Umber Hulk alongside Ruger Firehide, our trusty paladin. The Iron Shogun's powerful iron golem body is proving quite proficient in combat, and he is using his massive metal fists to drive into this Umber Hulk, cracking its chitinous armor and attempting to snap its mandibles. We're going to roll some attack rolls for this guy. Ooh, did pretty good. Yeah, the Iron Shogun grabs one of the Umber Hulk's mandibles and in one of his great iron fists just snaps it right off, flinging it over his shoulder. The Umber Hulk shudders in agony as the Iron Shogun lets out his best attempt at a war cry, which sounds strange coming from his weathered and incredibly old features. That is the Iron Shogun's turn. Next up, we've got Snake. Snake is in a cluster with Zurabak and Hector, who are all assailing the same Umber Hulk. At a Snake's turn, what does Snake do?
Bites.
Yeah, he does.
Sounds like a plan. Roll that attack roll.
Is he flanking?
Dice.
He is flanking. He also gets, I think he's hasted. He gets an
also
extra
hasted.
attack.
And I did inspire his courage, specifically.
Is
Oh,
that-
yeah.
is that
Real
2?
quick note for the listeners at home, just so everyone can keep track. Several spells and buffs were applied to our heroes. Everyone is hasted. They are magically far faster, get extra attacks and shit. Hector's Inspire Courage is on everyone, so they're better at attacking and doing damage. And Hector is currently under the influence of a mirror image spell, so there are 4 illusory copies of Hector kind of floating around him to confuse his enemies. With all that said,
Inspires 2?
yep, it's +2
Okay.
now.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit on this Umber Hulk. Please roll damage.
Con save.
Hey, that's the thing I gotta roll. It fails.
DC 17.
Yeah, it totally fails.
Is it immune to venom?
It is not.
All right. Where's your bonus damage? Right there. Song gives it another 2. 14 points of bite, 2 con damage.
Ooh. Nice.
Second second roll to attack is 1 higher than the first.
Yep, that'd be a hit.
Con save.
It did get this one.
11 points of bite.
Hell yeah.
And the third attack, the haste attack, back up to full base, is the highest yet.
Fantastic. Roll that damage. I'll roll for the poison. It fails that save.
1 point of con damage and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of bite.
Youch.
Hell yeah. Your vicious animal companion drives its long fangs deep into the body of this Umber Hulk. It finds an opening between 2 of its armor plates and drives its fangs in deep, pumping poison into this thing's body. The Umber Hulk tries to snap its mandible shut upon your snake, but as it is magically hasted by Rilla's magic, it moves its head back and forth like a whip, lashing out and dexterously dodging all of its attacks. Eventually, your snake and its horrific venom are enough to completely kill this Umber Hulk with one last lightning quick bite. It sinks its fangs in and dispatches this enemy. That is one less Umber Hulk. Nicely done. Go Snake. Alrighty. So that makes it Rilla's turn. Rilla Longshadow, sorceress of the Springvale Forest. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I don't want to get hit by anything, mostly, to be honest.
Well, you're a sorcerer. Of course not.
Yeah. I'm concerned about the Umber Hulk that is underground somewhere, but I don't know that I can do anything about that at the moment. I'm just very concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, last session, one of the Umber Hulks did burrow underground and has not showed back up
Yeah,
since.
that's not great.
Were you including that in your number, Sam? Or
No, I was not.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes I forget stuff, and I appreciate Beth reminding me.
I mean, it didn't have to be
yay.
you forgetting. It just 7 is what's in there.
Yeah, we'll see if I cut that admission out of the show or not. got a lot going on.
Well, okay. Well, hopefully I didn't just screw us by reminding the DM of that.
That's all right.
I guess I'm just going to chuck another fireball because I can do them from long range and maybe it'll make enough noise that the one underground won't come near me. So, since we're doing Theater of the Mind, you tell me where I'm placing that to hit as much as I can without harming any of our companions.
Hell yeah. Well, you've got a couple options. There is a ring of enemies around your party right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw a fireball. You can get 2 of them with one fireball if you want to throw one of these to the fringes of this plaza you're all in, or if you want to fuck with that Umber Hulk that just went underground, you can you can aim at the hole. You can aim at the hole that the
Oh, no, I don't trust that. I don't think that's going to end right. No, I'll try and just hit 2 of them without hurting anyone else. That's what
Literally,
I'm going for.
you're probably not going to touch Snake.
Okay, well then can I aim for Snake and as many of the Umber Hulks as I can get? Does that increase the amount of things?
Snake is in a cluster with Zurabek and Hector, and they just killed theirs. Yeah, there's 2 off in the periphery.
Okay.
You hurl a fireball, and you are able to smash that into 2 of these Umber Hulks. A mote of flame shaped like an arrowhead zips from your outstretched palm. It arcs through the air, hits the tile of this broad plaza, and erupts in an explosion of flame. Roll damage for your fireball, and tell me what I got to roll for these saves.
It's a reflex half, and that is for a DC 16. And then...
Okay. They both failed because they suck.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 D6, and that comes out
Hell
to
yeah.
37 points of damage.
God damn.
And I tell whoever's steering this wagon that we probably shouldn't move right now to keep it quiet.
Yeah, that would be Tess.
Cool.
She's the only one in the wagon down there. And yeah, I read you loud and clear. I'm not going anywhere near those fucking things. I'm staying inside this armored Hulk.
Cool.
Excellent. So yeah, Rilla devastates some of your foes with a fireball, bloodying 2 of these Umber Hulks, crackling their thick armor plates and scorching their feelers. That makes it Abigail Iron Eye's turn. Your cohort. She is sitting next to you on the roof of this wagon. She is currently manning a giant crossbow that she just fired.
I mean, she's free to do whatever she wants, but I would assume if she can fire again, she fires. If not, she's reloading. I don't know. Is it like a...
That is fantastic. Yeah. She starts cranking the massive winch on the side of this huge crossbow to pull the next bolt into place. Oh, I can't believe I'm lucky enough to be able to use a weapon crafted by the turnkeys. Oh, this is so exciting. She just starts, working on the hand crank, and by the end of her turn, she has loaded another giant lance-sized crossbow bolt into place and starts taking aim. That makes it the Umber Hulk's turn.
No. Skip him. Cut that part out.
I wish I could. All right, so got a lot of enemies here. There is one Umber Hulk that is currently pinned between Ruger Firehide and the Iron Shogun. This Umber Hulk is going to try to go ham on you motherfuckers. It's going to try to bite Ruger Firehide.
Get some.
I got a dirty 20 on an attack roll. Does that hit you, Ruger Firehide?
No, sir, it does not.
Fantastic. This thing brings its massive mandibles crashing down on you. You are able to bring up your shield and axe and force... it's one mandible. The other one gets snapped off. You're able to bring your shield up just in time and deflect this blow. And then it's going to swing its claws at the Iron Shogun. And its claws rain sparks on the ground as it tries to slash at the Iron Shogun, whose golem body seems impervious to harm. And then, so that's that tank. One. We've got... Indeed. So... two of these goons are going to rush Hector and Zurabak and Snake, where they're at. These are the bloodied ones that just got fireballed. And they're each going to pop one attack off. One is going to try to slash at Hector the Gatekeeper with its claw. It got a 13 to hit, which doesn't even hit your armor class, right?
Nope.
Fantastic. So it doesn't even manage to hit one of your illusory clones. It completely misses.
All five of us dodge deftly.
Indeed. 5 copies of Hector duck under a claw attack. And one of them is going to swipe at Snake. Let's see. And they got a... That's very good. Let's see. They got a dirty 30 to hit Snake.
Only double? No, almost double.
All right. Snake is going to take 11 points of damage from one claw attack.
Where was I keeping his health? There it is.
2 more of these motherfuckers are going to swarm Ruger and the Iron Shogun. And...
A square up.
These 2 hulking beasts lumber right towards you, Ruger, and the cluster you and the Shogun are making. And they don't swing their claws or snap their mandibles at you whatsoever. They train their strange, insectoid, multifaceted eyes at you. And as they flash these strange alien sensory organs at you, you feel a wave of nausea sweep over you. I need you to roll me 2 will saving throws as these Umber Hulks utilize their confusing gaze ability to try to scramble your brains.
Okay. Well, Ruger famously has an impressionable will. Ooh,
yes.
Okay.
And very good saving throws.
Yes. My modifier is 13.
Are you going to start worshiping this one like a god now?
So, my first roll was a natural 20 for 33.
Excellent. Holy shit. Okay.
My second one was way worse, though. So, 8 plus 13, that's 21.
Okay. Both of those are enough to stave off these strange effects. Yeah, these giant creatures loom over you, standing 8 feet tall, and their eyes bore into you. And as you look from one to the other, you get this strange tilting vertigo feeling in the pit of your stomach. But you shake your head, firm your resolve, and think of...
I stare them in the eyes, and then I spit on the floor. Mm-hmm. Do that like cowboy spit on the floor. Shake it off.
Excellent. So they do that. So that's 2 and 4, and the 2 left. Or no, we got 1 goon and the boss. The remaining goon is going to wander over next to the boss, and they are going to chill and look out over all this carnage. And that's the bad guy's turn. So we got 2
Sam.
goons on Hector and Zurabek and Snake. We got 3 goons on Ruger and the Shogun.
What about the one underground?
What about the one underground?
Okay.
That's what I want to know too.
Okay.
What the fuck is even going on with that one? God,
Fantastic.
who even knows?
All right.
Ruger, Firehide.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
So I got,
You've now have 3 Umber Hulks. 1 is very badly damaged.
and am I flanking him by any chance?
You, absolutely, yeah. This one's pinned between you and the Shogun. The Shogun's been working him over pretty good.
So just to make sure I'm clear here, I get a bonus
Yes.
attack because I'm hasted, right? So if I do a full
Mhm.
round attack, I will get 4 attacks with my battle axe and 2 attacks with my steel shield, correct? And that extra attack will be at the highest modifier.
That is correct.
Fantastic. So just to be clear, that is 6 attacks that I'm about to unleash on these bitches. So
Yeah, you're dual wielding and you have haste. It's an incredible combination.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna try and sink my +1 flaming battle axe into the face of the wounded one.
Hell yeah.
Boy, these are big numbers, man. 38.
That is absolutely a hit.
Great.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty good too. So for the first one, that is 8 points of slashing damage and 3 points of fire damage.
With that blow, you dispatch this wounded Umber Hulk. You do sink your flaming axe deep into its head between its giant, multifaceted insectoid eyes. Ripping your axe free, you spin on the other 2.
So does it go? It'll be primary, 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 secondary, secondary, primary.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So it's not as good. 22.
22's a hit.
I'm also going to remember to add the +2 that I get from being inspired with courage.
I call this the Bard's Curse because every time anyone plays a Bard, you get into a fight. It's like, everyone, please.
Yeah.
Everyone, please remember you do more damage.
Well, I
because
killed the last
I'm
guy,
here.
so it hasn't. I
Please.
haven't missed it yet. But for this hit, that is 13 points of slashing damage and only 2 points of.
Hell yeah. That's a hell of a hit. This thing is still standing. Go again.
Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna miss here on this next one because it's only a 13.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Did you add your +2?
I actually have a +3. And yes,
Yeah, I don't care about where you got the other +1 from.
I rolled a 2 on the dice, so and it's my lowest attack, so
Yeah, that's rough.
and my modifier is just not great right now on my lowest attack. Anyways, okay, so I missed with that one. Now I'm gonna jab with the steel shield.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
So this one's definitely a hit. 31.
Yep. Do damage.
Yay. So that is. Gonna remember to add that. So that is 8 points of damage. Wait,
Hell
actually
yeah.
make that 9. I'm sorry.
it-
I was looking at the wrong thing. 9.
All good.
Yay.
Keep it going.
Bludgeoning, by the way, if that matters.
Yes, sir.
25.
That is a hit.
Yikes. 7 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and sink my battle axe into that guy's face.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna. Yeah. No, I'm gonna save my smites. I kind of want to smite him, but
Follow your bliss,
just-
man.
But I got 2 of them, but the big dog's still out
That's
there.
true.
No, I'm gonna save it. So I am. That's a 31 to hit. So I'm just gonna roll regular damage. Ooh. almost max. So 8 plus 4 plus 2 is 14 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah. Yeah, excellent. With that dazzling display of martial prowess, you whirl like a dervish, empowered by the spell casting and the inspirational words of your companions. You, Ruger Firehide, are a human chainsaw. You spin and twist, you chop and you bash with your shield, and you lay this Umber Hulk low. With all of that damage you just packed on, this creature is
So I killed
dead.
2 of them, right?
There is only... You absolutely did. There's only one of these motherfuckers left standing next to you in the Iron Shogun. Nicely done.
I feel so good about that.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of fucking attacks. You're killing it. Yeah. So, channeling the might of Protos, you, totally fuck this dude up. Nice. That brings us to Zurabak. Zurabak, you and Hector have 2 of these lesser Umber Hulks standing right in front of you. They have been bloodied by a fireball. They are scorched, wounded, but still raring to go. What do you want to do?
So they're fools to challenge me.
Indeed.
Stabify.
Fantastic. You wield your obsidian spear and lash out viciously at one of these Umber Hulks. Roll attack rolls.
Oh, right. It is obsidian now. It's not just a piece of wood with a pointy
You
end.
should have a +3 to your attack, Parker, and you get an extra one.
I had forgotten.
+2 to damage as well.
Am I flanking?
Yeah, sure.
Jeez, +5.
I should probably pull up my character sheet.
Oh, damn.
You're all in a big cluster. It's fine. You can take a 5-foot step and flank. I don't give a shit.
Get in
I don't
there.
fucking care. We're all having fun here. We're playing dice. We're rolling dice. We're playing
I just
D&D.
killed 2 bugs
God,
and
I'm
1
fucking
turd. I feel great.
43 for the first hit.
tired. That is a hit, Parker.
Spear is D8? Yeah, D8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's been so long.
Let's see. Strength. 17 points of stab.
Hell yeah. A fell blow. This creature is very hurt, but still on its feet.
Second attack is...
Yep.
What's my base? 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit, sir. Roll damage for your spear as you continue your onslaught.
1 less than last time.
16.
Third attack.
Those 2 hits are enough to kill this bloodied Umber Hulk. You stalk forward and quickly jab this thing once in each of its large, multifaceted eyes, and it crumples to the ground, its armor plates clacking against the tile floor at your feet. Your third attack, you are free to levy against the remaining Umber Hulk.
All right. My base is 7. 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Fourth attack.
As you... What's
Fourth
up?
attack.
Oh, go ahead.
Back up top with plus 16. In the 40s.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even want to math that.
Yep. You are super buffed by your aspects of nature, and you're a level 15 character. That makes sense.
14 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
I rolled under half on all those dice for damage.
Parker can't help but flex.
That's just so dissatisfying. I want more.
Against these burned and crispy Umber Hulks so terribly wounded by that fireball, that is enough damage to slay the last one as well. You make quick
I'm
work.
gonna take a bite out of them.
You make quick work of these damaged enemies, slaying them outright. Nice work. Good shit. That is Zurbak's turn. With 4 vicious stabs like a piece of industrial machinery, Zurbak lances through these Umber Hulks, leaving corpses in his wake, as Zurbak do. That makes it Hector's turn. So, there are 3 enemies visible right now. There is 1 normal Umber Hulk standing next to Ruger and the Iron Shogun. And then there is 1 normal Umber Hulk standing next to the boss on this giant slab of stone on top of this ruined temple. Those are the enemies you can see right now. Hector the Gatekeeper, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
We know he's there, Sam. We know he's there.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, little kid.
Question.
Answer.
Is there a way to get up to the giant Umber Hulk in a position where I am not in the immediate reach of the other Umber Hulk? Blech.
Yes, this incredibly powerful specimen, this truly horrid Umber Hulk, is a huge creature. It's 3 squares on a side. You are more than fast enough to rush up to it opposite its little flunky.
Cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my attack. I'm going to do power attack -5.
Hell yeah. You surge forward, slamming your adamantine warhammer Starfall into the truly horrid Umber Hulk, this massive battle-scarred specimen standing atop this ruined temple. Roll your attack roll.
Does a critical hit?
God damn. On the first one, confirm that shit.
Oh, I rolled an 18 on the dice to confirm, so 36 to confirm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a confirmation. God damn. Hector the Gatekeeper charges forward like a shooting star, dashing across this plaza, clambering up onto this chunk of stone and slamming his warhammer one-handed into the chest of this truly horrid Umber Hulk. Roll damage for your crit, sir. This is a thundering weapon.
Yes. So in addition to this tripling the damage, it's also going to add an additional 2d8
of sonic damage. Yeah, so because you've activated the thundering aspect of this, as your hammer travels through the air, it glows faintly as it gets closer and closer to this truly horrid Umber Hulk, and the giant script that is carved into the long haft of this weapon start to glow and crackle, and as it makes contact, it erupts in a sonorous explosion that ripples the air slightly, this sonic boom that rattles the eardrums of everyone in this chamber and makes bits of dust and rubble clatter across the room as it falls. How much damage have you done?
Question. With I realize I'm not clear on this. That 2d8 sonic damage, is that going to be added on after I triple everything else?
That is correct.
Okay, that makes sense, but
that damage only hits on crits, and it's extra damage on top of your crit damage.
All right, so let's see. That's 8, 16, 22.
I hate listening to you guys adding up your numbers.
16 times 3.
Then stop letting us play bards.
It's authentic.
They're
48.
just adding more numbers.
50, 70, hold on, 75, 77 points of damage, 7 of that sonic.
Oh,
You added the song, the rage, everything?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. Hector the Barbarian dealing a horrific blow to this Umber Hulk. You crack this thing's thick armored chest plate, which is crisscrossed with old battle scars, and you put a spiderweb crack all throughout this thing's stony carapace. It reels from the force of this blow, falling to its knees and clutching its chest as it lands. It snaps its head towards you and clicks its mandibles together in rage. And
four other of me growl back.
Fucking excellent. All right. That is Hector the Gatekeeper's turn. God damn, dude. Whenever you get a crit, it's a whole fucking spectacle. That's the barbarian way. Oh, I crit, so I break the world in half.
Got a weapon from the heavens.
That's true. All right.
Really is because 5 of me hit him at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, please, listeners, keep in mind everything Hector's doing. There's 4 copies of him doing it. All right, so that is Hector's turn. Let's see. How do I want to do this?
Don't do it at all. Skip that part.
You all hear, once again, the sound of scraping and clawing all around you. The sound of rock being torn through like soft soil as more holes start to form in the floor and walls around you. It sounds like more Umber Hulks might be on the way, but as the sound reaches a crescendo once again, you all see a dwarven form ooze out of the stone towards the entrance to this room next to the wagon. Shen, the deep warden that accompanied you, that led you through here, manifests his pale gray skin and perfectly white beard in stark contrast to his dark armor. And he says, "Forgive me, Iron Shogun, for allowing things to get this far. I am one with the stone." He puts his hands together as if to pray, and he repeats that mantra over and over again. I am one with the stone. I am one with the stone. And he slaps the palm of his hand down on the tile of this chamber, and all around you, on the walls and the floor, you see all of these holes in the stone, some of which you can start to see eyes peering through the darkness, start to seal up as if they are being stitched shut by some invisible hand. And after just a moment, all of these apertures close up, except the one you came through and the exit out of here on the other side. It seems as though Shen has used his powers to seal up entrance to this chamber to any remaining goons. He looks weathered, even paler than normal after this effort, and he slumps down onto one knee, breathing heavily next to the wagon.
My man.
I have done what I can. The rest is up to you.
And that brings us back to the top of the order with the Iron Shogun. He looks over to his servant Shen and says,
You have done well, Deep Warden. Please continue to watch our flanks.
And he turns his attention to the single remaining Umber Hulk that is between he and Ruger Firehide. He lashes out.
Throw hands, big guy. Throw hands.
Yeah. He lashes out with his massive iron fist. And this time he just takes one broad hand on either side of this Umber Hulk, palms flat, and just crashes his hands together in a giant thunderous clap on either side of this Umber Hulk's head, squishing it between his large hands. There is a loud cracking noise, Ruger, as you see some of this Umber Hulk's fluid start to ooze out from cracks in its head.
I raise my shield so I don't get any ichor on me.
Absolutely, yeah. You raise your shield as some splatter flex towards you, and you narrowly avoid being stained. This Umber Hulk looks woozy on its feet, but it is still amongst the living. The Iron Shogun chuckles. I haven't felt this young in years. I must give you credit, protagonists. You certainly know how to have a good time. And that
Whoa,
brings
whoa,
us
whoa,
to
whoa. Is he
Snake.
not hasted?
Oh. He is.
Okay.
I've abstracted his attack. He smacks the shit out of this Umber Hulk. The Umber Hulk is very, very hurt, just not quite dead. But very good question. It is currently Snake's turn. Now, Zerback and Snake, you are standing, as always, right next to each other. There are currently no enemies around you. There's a wounded Umber Hulk between Ruger and the Shogun, and then there's the boss and the flunky next to the boss. What do you want to do?
Snake goes for flunky next to boss.
Hell yeah. Your
As
Snake...
long as it's within his very crap movement range.
Well, since he's hasted, yes. Your Snake can slither up on the other side of this this truly horrid Umber Hulk and assail its little goon next to its side.
Then he bites, what he's meant to do. That and consume.
Hell yeah. I would assume for the rest of the adventuring party, seeing something as large as Snake move that quickly has got to be at least a little unnerving, right? Like Rilla's doing a little mental math, like, ooh, maybe that's not a good thing.
None of it's a good thing.
As you see,
it's all bad all the time. He just gets more powerful, and I know we have to put him down one day. It's not good.
You're gonna try.
You are watching
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not it.
You're watching a scaly bullet train surge across this plaza to lash out at one of these Umber Hulks.
Like 34.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Roll a fortitude save. DC 17. Ow.
It failed.
3 points of con, and I should have wrote this number down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of bite.
Hell yeah. Excellent. Yeah, Snake hurtles forward like a freight train and smashes his massive jaws into this Umber Hulk, pumping venom into its ichor. The Umber Hulk seems very nonplussed by this turn of events. That's going to bring us to Rilla Longshadow. Rilla, it is your turn. There are 3 enemies that you can see. There's a wounded Umber Hulk between the Iron Shogun and Ruger Firehide. There is the truly horrid Umber Hulk, the boss monster that Hector is currently fighting. And then there's a goon that Snake is engaged with. What would you like to do?
Not concerned about the goon. I mean, I kind of don't want to do anything, but that's not great.
Just got a bow.
I have a bow. I'm not good at it, as Sam is fond of pointing out. But I do have a bow.
Pshaw.
You know
You
what?
have an elven
No
oath
time
bow.
to get better.
Practice makes
Yeah,
perfect.
now's the time for that fancy oath bow. Yeah, sure, let's do it. So I notch an arrow and, stretch an old, kind of not used anymore habit. Let's see if I can hit, I don't know, whichever one's closest. Which one is it the big boss or the regular one? What's closer to me?
The closest thing to you is the wounded goon between Ruger and the
I don't
Shogun.
care about that thing.
Okie dokie. The goon by the boss is closer.
Is it within 110 feet?
It absolutely is. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I maybe hit. I rolled a.
Don't forget haste.
Hang on, wait a minute. I get to add. Yeah, so 22 plus 3 to attack, so a 25 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit.
Aha!
As Rilla Longshadow, Sorceress Supreme, awkwardly fumbles for an arrow, all muscle memory completely departed as she scrambles at her quiver, draws the ancient elven oath bow bestowed upon her by her sister Dara, knocks an arrow and fires. It flies true, striking this goon.
For
Roll
12 points of damage. I rolled max damage.
Did you add the +2 for?
Fuck yeah.
I did.
Yes. Okay.
Hell yeah. Do you have multiple attacks?
Sam, I'm a sorcerer. No.
You're level 15.
I don't have
What
it.
about haste? Does that apply?
That can't be true. Oh yeah, well for one thing you're hasted, so you do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I am
grab
hasted.
a level or 2 of rogue.
Yeah, I've got a level of rogue and I've got 4 of master transmographer, so I've got nothing that's getting me a second attack yet. But I do get
She
one
might
from
be
haste.
close, but
so
yeah.
please hold. Second.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah.
Second
okay, I see
attack
it.
is a 22 to hit,
That's a hit.
and damage is I got a 7 this time on my D8, so that is 9, 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The double tap.
And I brush my shoulder off nonchalantly because that was pretty impressive for me. So I'm showing off a little bit.
I look on proudly.
Yeah, you from the back of this.
Mhm.
Yeah, you from the back of this wagon. You knock a couple arrows and fire, and your arrows strike true. You hit this heavily armored creature in an opening between its armor plates near its armpit, and you sink 2 elven arrows deep within its flesh. It shrieks in pain and is now bloodied. This goon is in a very bad way. Nicely done. It is Abigail's turn, and she has just got done cranking this giant fucking crossbow. She whistles at your acumen in archery, Rella, and says, "Oh my, I don't think I've actually seen you shoot an arrow in the entire time I've known you. That's rather impressive shooting. Let's see if I can stock up, shall we?" And she wheels the crossbow a little to the side and fires, trying to stack up on the goon you just hit. Let's roll an attack roll for Abigail. Oh, fuck, she hits. Nice.
Yeah.
She shoots a giant lance-sized bolt directly at that goon, and... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, she kills it. Hell yeah.
The triple tap.
Yeah, she fires a huge arrow from the back of this wagon, the enormous crossbow, again, bucking powerfully as the latch is released, and this giant metal-tipped wooden shaft zooms through the air, blurring with its speed, and smashes into this Umber Hulk and blows it completely off the stone slab it was standing on and skittering it out into the plaza beyond. Narrativa be praised! Oh, I'm on fire today! And then it's Abigail's turn. It is now the Umber Hulk's turn. So, we've got 2 left that we can see. We got a little goon between Ruger and the Iron Shogun. It is going to try to destroy Ruger Firehide.
Square up.
Because the other enemy is made of metal.
I am also made of metal.
Let's see. Well, you're covered in it. I don't know if you're made of it.
I'm a paladin.
All right, Ruger, you got 2 claws coming your way first. So that is a 21 and a 22. Do either of those hit your armor class?
That second one would have got me, but because of that +1 to AC, no. Neither of those get me.
Fantastic. You have 2 Umber Hulk claws swinging at you. The first one deflects off your shield. The second one, you are just barely able, with your magically enhanced speed, to duck underneath. But as you're ducking, it swings around with a bite attack, trying to crash its mandibles down upon your flesh. That's a lot better. It rolled a 28 to hit you.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. That'll do it. With this strike from its mandibles, you are going to take 16 points of damage.
Nah, what if I didn't want to?
As its massive jaws crash down on you. So you take that. The truly horrid Umber Hulk, this massive battle-scarred monster, is standing in front of Hector the Gatekeeper. It is going to stand up from its crouching position, cradling the giant crack in its chest, and it is going to go fuck.
Attack of opportunity.
Stop it.
Nailed it.
It narratively
Fuck your narrative flair.
It narratively took a knee. Get out of here. And it is going to go fucking ape shit on Hector the Gatekeeper. So, let me roll these attack rolls first, and if they land, we'll see if it hits your clones. So we got 2 claws. One of them's a crit 1, you son of a bitch. Boy, the second one's like 40 something, so that's definitely a hit.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
We got a bite, and that's like in the 40s too. Okay, so we got 2 hits. How many clones do you have?
I have 4, so it's a 1 in 5 chance to hit me.
Okie dokie.
80% chance to hit a clone.
I got a dice here. We got. Oh yeah, I guess I could use a. So there's 5 of you. I'm rolling a d20.
Your exasperation, it's palpable.
1 through 5. Let's see. How would I do this? Hey guys, what's 20 divided by 5? 4?
Yeah.
4. Okay. 1 through 4, and I hit Hector, the Gatekeeper. Anything else, and I hit one of his clones. Let's see. Okay. One of your clones is gone with that horrific claw attack. You see massive Umber Hulk claws completely eviscerate one of your clones.
I dropped to my knees and screamed, no!
Yeah, there's one less Hector. And let's see, that mandible, yep, that also eviscerates one of your clones. So 2 of your clones are down.
I begin weeping openly.
Yeah, this Umber Hulk is desperately flailing, full of savage ferocity. It is swinging its massive claws and snapping its mandibles, trying to rip through you and all of your clones. It snags 2 of your clones and completely destroys them, leaving you unharmed. Very cool. That is the 2 Umber Hulks you can see. And then the ground underneath the wagon starts to rumble. And the stone
that's a fun spot for that.
cracks, and an Umber Hulk shoots its way up out of the tile floor beneath the newly fitted Wagon of Wonders, using its massive strength to smash against the underside of the wagon and begin to tip it over. It seems like it's not strong enough to move this entire metal-clad contraption, and so it retreats, leaving a giant fucking hole that the wagon falls backwards into.
Oh, no.
The entire Wagon of Wonders pitches backwards into a stone pit dug by this particular creature, pulling this poor Triceratops backwards as it slides into this hole. Really long, Shadow, I need you to roll me a reflex saving throw so you don't fall into this pit.
Yep. Like I expected, I might. Let's see. So that is... I got a 15 on my reflex saving throw.
Fantastic. Abigail got that good as well. Both of you are able to grab on to some railings conveniently placed on the roof here by Tess, so you don't go spilling backwards off the back of the wagon. Unfortunately, it seems like Tess didn't get the memo, as you see the back door of the wagon swing open with Tess grasping desperately onto it, flinging out, now dangling over this pit, where an Umber Hulk's massive mandibles lie in wait, and she screams, "Oh, son of a bitch! Help me! Oh, God! Oh, no!" Yeah, and that's the Umber Hulk's turn. Ruger Firehide, it is your
I'm
turn.
going to sink my flaming battle axe into the one that just bit me.
We can only hope. Roll an attack roll.
I'm going to roll that again. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Dirty 30 still.
Yeah, that's a fucking hit, man. Roll damage.
Okay. So that's 10 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
Hell yeah. You slice through one of this thing's massive mandibles, cutting clean through it with your flaming axe, leaving a cauterized wound behind. This creature is terribly wounded, but still on its feet.
Another one. 22.
That is a hit. Roll damage, sir.
Yikes. All right. So 13 points of regular damage, but only 1 point of fire damage.
That last little bit is enough to dispatch this Umber Hulk as your flaming axe removes its massive head from its equally massive shoulders. Its enormous chitin-covered body collapses in front of you, rattling against the tile as its huge bulk falls. Congratulations, you have dispatched the Umber Hulk. There are now only 2 enemies left. God, I can't believe I kept track of all that. Fantastic. There is the truly horrid Umber Hulk, which is currently menacing Hector, and there is one that is assailing the wagon.
And my Triceratops.
And your Triceratops.
And my very old friend Tess, now that I think about it. So probably that first.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't
that first,
think
then the
Triceratops would be the one
Triceratops, then
you
the
go to.
wagon. That's my order of concern. You're fine. I saw you like springboard out. You did a flip in the air. You and Abigail did like synchronized.
No, the question is now the time to switch sides to finally destroy that wagon?
We could just bury it. But we gotta save Tess.
Oh, not the Wagon
We
of
gotta save
Wonders.
Tess.
All right. That is Ruger Firehide's turn. You skillfully dispatched this last Umber Hulk. Zurabak, it's your turn. You are standing, currently unattended. There's a boss and the wagon's falling in a hole. What would you like to do?
We know Zerbeck does not care about the wagon.
Of course not. What would you like to do?
Stabify the boss.
Sweet. Did you grow wings last time just for the fuck of it?
I picked up the movement speed for the fuck of it.
Understood.
So,
well, you speed over to the side of this truly horrid Umber Hulk in the blink of an eye.
Ungodly movement speed right now.
Yeah.
Yes. With the speed of 13 cheetahs, you surge forward like a pure manifestation of the fury of nature, and you lash out with your spear. Give me an attack roll.
We'll just say it's a charge attack too, because
Nice.
Who
Oh, of
cares?
course.
Yes.
I assume a natural 20 is a crit still.
Roll to confirm, you son of a bitch.
Let's see, 13 plus. Oh, this sheet, not snake. 30 plus. I'm in the 30s already. Do I have to keep going?
No, that's a hit.
And if I remember correctly, the spear is a ×3. Maybe? Yes.
Yes, it is. It is a ×3 crit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Boop, boop, boop.
So completely plagiarizing Hector's move. Zurabak surges forward and crits the boss. You know.
It's the only time to crit, clearly. Maybe the boss shouldn't be so critical.
I mean, Hector cracked a hole open in its carapace. You know, Zerbeck's got the perfect spot to
I
aim
gotta get out
for.
the calculator.
That's very true.
The song doesn't get multiplied, right?
Yeah, it's stacked on like everything else. You multiply the bonuses.
40 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Excellent. Now we're doing some shit. Yeah, you rush
shit.
forward.
No, sorry. I forgot I buffed myself. I had 4 more damage.
Should I just round that up to 50?
No, just... Oh, wait, no. ×3.
So 12 more.
Yeah. Yeah, 12 more damage, sorry.
Okay, so you did 52 points of damage with that crit.
My apologies.
Still incredibly impressive. Yeah, awesome. Zurabak flits over with completely irrational speed and lashes out with his obsidian spear, the tip of which finds the crack left by his companion Hector the Gatekeeper. You drive it home, dealing a terrible blow to this creature. Your spear pierces all the way through its gooey insides before you rip it free. But it still stands powerful and bellowing before you with plenty of fight still in it. That is Zurabak's turn. And, much to my chagrin, it is now Hector the Gatekeeper's turn, and he gets a full attack against this boss. What do you got, Hector?
Let's see. I think The move is power attack -3.
Yeah, that'll only give you a plus 86 bonus.
Now, Sam, you're not gonna believe this.
Oh my god.
Did you crit again?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to confirm, bud.
See, the boss is too critical, clearly.
What the fuck?
I think that's 4 natural 20s on our side tonight. Because I got one on a
Pretty
will
good.
save.
Mm-hmm.
27. Does that confirm?
That absolutely confirms a critical against this boss. Nicely done, sir.
Roll. Put him in the dirt, Hector.
76 points of damage.
Oh.
Ooh, god damn.
I
Holy
whistle.
shit.
And it echoes for ages.
Yeah, your hammer once again falls with the might of the giants who forged it, shimmering, leaving a comet's tail behind its adamantine head as it falls like it did from the heavens so long ago, crashing into this Umber Hulk. You shatter the plates around one of its legs, exposing its gooey insides. And you still get the rest of your attacks.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. That's more like a normal thing to happen. 22.
22 is just barely enough to hit it.
Normal amount of damage now. 22 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Well, slightly buff normal damage.
It in a normal range.
Fantastic. Excellent. Yeah. Do you have another attack?
Yeah, I've got that. 32 to hit.
That is a hit.
22 points of damage again.
Excellent.
And haste attack.
Yeah.
37 to hit.
That is a hit.
21 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Excellent. You lay into this Umber Hulk, your hammer gleaming, the runes of the giant language flashing as you bring Starfall down again and again on this enemy, pounding it into the stone slab that it rode down into this chamber. You drive into it with overwhelming force, cracking its armor plate, but this beast is powerful. You can tell from the marks on its hide that it has seen countless battles before, and even though you have done a tremendous amount of damage, this foe will not fall. It still stands terribly wounded, but with no less resolve before you, ready to eviscerate you. And that is Hector the Gatekeeper's turn. That brings us back to the top of the order. With the Iron Shogun. The Iron Shogun looks around, takes stock, and he says, "Oh no, that poor woman." And he is going to rush over on his massive iron golem legs, which clank loudly against the stone tiles in this broad plaza, over to the metal-clad wagon of wonders. He grabs a side of it with his massive iron fists and starts to heave, pulling the entire wagon out of the hole it is slipping into. And after a moment of hauling, it is no longer dangling over the edge of this pit. Unfortunately, he is not able to go collect Tess, who is still dangling from the back door of this wagon very close to the edge of this hole. That is the Iron Shogun's turn. It is Snake's turn. He is on the stone platform by the boss. What does Snake do?
Bitey bite.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's
Roll those
flanking,
attacks.
right?
1, 2, 3.
And
Sure.
hasted. He's feeling rather courageous right now.
Somewhere in the 30s for the first one.
Roll damage.
Fortitude save. 12 points of damage.
Let's see. Got the fortitude save.
12 points of bite. Second attack plus 9, 20, 25, 26.
That hits. It did get the saving throw.
14 points of bite.
Fantastic.
And third attack
It's still on its feet.
is 26 to hit.
That is a hit, and it got its saving throw against the poison. It seems Snake's venom is not quite potent enough for this powerful creature.
And 14 points of bite.
Hell yeah.
Ouch. 3 snake attacks? That hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Snake
Now,
lays into
see,
this thing.
If he was a different creature, he has multi-attack.
Yeah. Snake lays into this truly horrid Umber Hulk, again lashing its head forward faster than the eye can follow with its magical haste, and it drives its fangs into the cracks made by into the cracks made by Hector and Zurabak as it drives its attacks home. This stubborn beast still lives despite all the pain you are laying onto it. And probably still lives. Rilla Longshadow, it is your turn. You are on top of the Wagon of Wonders. Just in front of you is the Iron Shogun, who's just hauled it out of this hole. Directly behind you is a big hole with an Umber Hulk in it. And Tess is kind of dangling from the back door, her heels dipping into this pit. What would you like to do?
So I want to jump off this wagon, is what I want to do.
Cool. You nimbly land on the tile floor effortlessly.
Cool. And then I want a full attack with my bow.
Sweet. Who are we attacking?
The one that's right by Tess, right? Can I see
the Umber Hulk in the hole behind you? Fantastic. Yeah. Roll those attack rolls as you level your oath bow against this foul beast.
Yeah, that's probably smart. I'll roll them both. Okay, so first one is 23, 26 for the first one.
That is a hit.
And the second attack is... Oh, okay. I got excited for a minute because I rolled a 19. That's not a critical with a longbow, so never mind. But it's going to be a hit because that's like higher. What is that?
Sure.
A 19 plus 14 is a 33.
Hell yeah. God damn.
Okay.
That is quite the bonus to your attack rolls. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you lay 2 arrows directly into this Umber Hulk. Go ahead and roll damage.
I rolled both my damage dice too, and they're both 7s, which is almost my max. So that is...
Fuck yeah.
9, 10, so that's 11, so 22 points of damage.
Fuck yeah. God.
Boom.
You know, it's fun to get back to basics and remember that Rilla Longshadow really kicks ass with a fucking bow. Yeah, you plant 2 arrows into this thing, and it is bloodied after those 2 arrows strike it. You're aiming down into this pit, just firing 2 arrows directly down, and your shafts pierce this thing's armor just above its leg joint, and it shrieks in pain as your arrows find a home. Nicely done. That makes it Abigail Iron Eye's turn. She is also going to scrabble off the back of this wagon, and she is going to immediately rush to Tessa's side, snatch her up, and pull her completely free of this hole and away from danger. And that makes it the Umber Hulk's turn. And oh boy, am I excited for the Umber Hulk's turn. Holy shit. This creature is going to turn away from Hector for a moment and towards Zurabak. Befuddled and angered at the mirror copies, it is going to fix its eyes on the more convenient target. And it is going to do a full attack against Zurabak.
Whew.
So,
the
first claw, that is a crit.
You are aiming at 22 after the charge.
Great. The first attack is a crit. We're going to roll to confirm. That confirms. So you get critted by a claw attack. The second claw attack is a hit. That is, low 30s. And then it's going to follow that up with a bite attack as well. And it rolled a 5, so it got a 31.
Great.
So, Zerbeck, you get hit 3 times. One of those hits is a critical. And, boy, I'm just thankful I get to crit y'all for once.
We almost got a full party crit.
Here we go.
You. Ruler was that close.
Yeah, almost. That would have been fucking devastating. All right, so this first attack.
Oh, I guess I should figure out my max health.
That'd be
What
handy.
level were we, 15?
Yep.
Oh, I'm just shy of 200 health.
Sweet.
So sad.
That's an enormous number.
Well, I've got Bear's Endurance, and I've also given myself another 4? Yeah, pretty sure it's 4. From nature's aspect of nature. And my con's already sizable. Do I think Snake has more? Maybe.
Zurabak, from these 3 hits and 1 crit, you are going to take 126 points of damage.
Damn.
This Umber Hulk slashes at you, its claws ripping through your flesh. The first attack tears nearly your entire bicep off, and its second claw and its mandibles carve into you, getting around and through your ironwood armor and your spikes, cracking into you and drawing blood as they rend your flesh. And that is the Umber Hulk's turn. Excellent. That is going to bring us to
What about the one in the
Ruger Firehide.
pit?
Oh, you're right. There's one in the pit. The one in the pit scrambles up and tries to bite Rilla Longshadow with its
Sorry,
massive
Rilla.
mandibles.
Yay. No, it's fine. I jumped off the wagon.
Yeah, it rushes up and tries to clamp its jaws down upon you. Let's see. It got a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you are going to take... Oh, man, I rolled low as fuck. You're going to take 6 points of damage. God, you're lucky.
Yay. Okay.
So yeah, this thing scrambles up out of this pit that it carved underneath the wagon. It lumbers towards you as you stand on the edge of it, and it snaps its mandible shut. You dance out of the way, but it scrapes along your leg, tearing open your calf as you dance backwards to get away from it. And that is the bad guy's turn. Now, it is Ruger Firehide's turn.
So to be clear, Abigail saved Tess, correct? Is the
Yes.
wagon...
That is the reason. Yeah, the Iron Shogun saved the wagon, Abigail saved Tess, and for those of you playing along at home, any Dungeon Masters out there, cohorts are great for just having an extra pair of hands to keep the NPC safe. Are you done with, are you tired of escort missions? Get a cohort. That's their job now.
So there's 2 enemies left on the field. One's attacking Rilla, and the other one's the boss that just put a beat down on Zurabak. I am going to charge the one that is attacking, if I can. Can I charge the one that's attacking Rilla?
Oh yeah, you're fast as fuck.
So what does charge actually do?
You get +2 to your attack roll. You get -2 to your armor class next turn.
So that's
Ruger Firehide, the Knight of Heroes, Knight Captain Commander, rushes forward, his axe sheathed in flame, zipping across this plaza towards the Umber Hulk that just drew Rilla Longshadow's blood. Roll an attack roll as you charge.
I'm gonna smite it.
Fuck yes. You channel the holy might of Protos into your axe, which shines with divine light, even brighter than normal as it descends upon this enemy.
So that's a 38 to hit with the charisma modifier and the charge and okay.
Fuck yeah. That is absolutely a hit.
And then it's gonna be hopefully a lot of damage. Yeah, that's not gonna be bad. So 6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12 points of slashing damage, 3 points of fire damage, and 18 points of smite damage.
Holy shit! Oh, that's great. Let's see. Yeah, this creature was bloodied thanks to Rilla's marksmanship, and how do you kill this creature? With your smite?
I rush forward and kind of, I guess, do a leap up into the air and bring my axe down into like its clavicle, and then when I kick its chest and rip free my axe, and it goes tumbling back into the pit.
It fucking absolutely does. That's rad as shit. Yeah, you hurtle across this battlefield shouting a prayer to the god of heroes, channeling his divine fury into your axe, and you cleave right through this fucker and boot him into the hole where he vanishes into shadow, completely dead. Nicely done. Good shit, you guys. What a dynamic battle this is.
As a free action,
all right.
I check on the well-being of the wagon people and dinosaurs.
Everyone seems to be mostly unharmed. Rilla's got a little scratch.
I lay on hands.
That seems to be
I'm
it.
just saying. I'm gonna
wait
save
till
it
next time. I'm charging it. I just want everyone to know I'm charging my lay on hands. Zurabak, it is your turn. You just got nearly bloodied. I guess bloodied by the truly horrid Umber Hulk. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, but does he or me look worse?
He looks far worse after half the party critted him.
I don't... Yeah.
To heal or to attack? That is the question.
Well, Hector gets to go before him again, right?
Yes. Yes, he does.
And the snake in there too before he goes again?
Yes, he is. That's the great thing about action economy is you're fucked.
I mean, I'd hate to waste all of these attacks. So let's see. We're gonna stabify him.
I went for the one attacking Rilla because 3
Roll those attack
hard-ass motherfuckers are on that boss right now, so... And the Shogun's out there, too. Floating around.
Yeah.
No, that's next space attack, not mine. High 30s.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
20 points of damage.
He is still fucking alive.
Second attack is 31.
That is going to be a hit. Roll damage, sir.
19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Tell me, Zurabak, King of the Shockalurges, Champion of the Goats, Emperor of the Rats, Duke of the Alaniho, Zurabak, the Unburned Void Eater, how do you kill this truly horrid Umber Hulk?
Well, clearly, we've been hitting that same ass spot. We're going to keep hitting that same ass spot.
You drive your spear into its cracked chest plate. Your first attack ripping through the creature, your spear tip poking out its back, and as you pull your weapon free, the thing shudders and slouches, almost as if it's surrendering to your superior power and ferocity. Ferocity. Is it ferocity?
Ferocity.
Ferocity. Fuck. God damn. Yeah, in this moment of weakness before your greatness, you grant this creature the merciful end of, driving your spear once more through its chest, completely shattering its carapace, absolutely obliterating all of its scarred armor, and driving your spear through its heart. It shudders, falls to its knees, and slumps, its massive frame too wide even to fall over as it lies dead on its knees, almost as if it's kneeling before your might. Congratulations, protagonists. You have slain the Umber Hulk infestation.
Woo!
Yay!
As this last great and terrible creature slumps to its death, that is where we will end.
I head to the wagon to take a nap.
I kick it off my spear.
Hello, and welcome to Happily Ever After, the podcast after the podcast, where we take a deep dive into our players' romantic aspirations, inspirations, and inclinations. Welcome once more to this world-famous studio. Sharon, as always, on sound. And tonight, folks, we've got a steamy one. So, without further ado, let's have Bachelor number 1, Hector the Gatekeeper. Come on down, buddy.
Well, it's sure great to be here.
Well, Hector, I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad at this stage of the game that you're feeling enthusiastic about your hopes, aspirations of a romantic nature. And I'll tell you, Hector, I don't mean to spoil anything, but you're polling well with the audience, my friend. But tonight's one could be all the difference. So, Hector the Gatekeeper, where is the strangest place that you've made whoopee?
I mean, I'm not really much of a cook.
Is that like an innuendo?
I'm sorry?
Cooking? What? Whoopee. You know, that horizontal tango. Come on, Hector.
Well, now I know what a tango is, but that would be really hard to do horizontal.
Hector, love making. You ever heard of that concept?
And of course, I was just joking with you and have understood the whole time what is going on a mountain.
I see. So, what you're saying is that you, Hector the Gatekeeper, Bachelor number 1, have in fact made the whoopee on a mountain.
Yep, right on there.
All right, now, Hector, I'd like to take your word for it, but I happen to be quite the perceptive lawman. So, buddy, I'm just gonna spill it here. I know you're lying. You're a virgin, aren't you, Hector?
I don't know what that is.
Well, I think that has summarily answered the question for myself and definitely the audience at home. So, Hector the Gatekeeper, Bachelor number 1, as always, it has been a pleasure. And, buddy, remind me to take you out for drinks and maybe happy hour sometime. Anyways, that brings us... Oh, God. That brings us to Bachelorette number 2. Rilla Longshadow, why don't you come on down here?
So, how's the audience going for this? You think maybe the show might get canceled soon, like preferably after this episode?
Honestly,
what are
unfortunately not. Apparently the last guy was terrible at the job, so the bar is just comically low at the studio. But no, we're looking. The numbers are looking like numbers. I don't know. I can't read them. And just say
maybe we should just come up with a different concept then? Because I find this personally deeply awkward and uncomfortable.
Well, you know, I'm
Um,
not necessarily having the best time asking these questions either, but we
You chose the
I
show, though, Ruger. You
I
made this
drew the
up.
good straw. It was reflex. I thought it'd be cool. I've been trying to set you guys up, and this was a good format. And then I realized the implications of that. And now here I am. I'm about to ask you an incredibly awkward question. On stage in front of
Great.
we'll say live studio audience. Some of them might be undead. I don't know. All right. Bachelorette number 2. Where is the strangest place you've ever made whoopee?
Now, Ruger, I think I know for a fact that you know I haven't been on a date, so I don't know if I should be.
Just tap me when you're done.
So I don't know if I should be offended or, I don't know, concerned about your judgment.
I didn't.
Not to mention the fact that I am very young.
I didn't pick
so like that's
the
also
question, Brilla.
concerning.
And for fuck's sake, you're like 140. I don't know the customs. I'm just saying, like, I was supposed to ask the participants. I did. It's uncomfortable. Yes.
Why would you choose
I
this
didn't.
question?
We submitted it to the audience. We've got some sick listeners out there. I don't know what to say, Brilla. I'm just here trying to do my best. It's awkward. I'm pulling my big hat down as we speak. But hey, all things considered, you did good by not telling me, and I don't want to know. So great. I'm so happy that. Have you had enough of this yet, or you?
No, I'm actually enjoying this part. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Sharon, you could cut out last.
Ruger, where do you think I should make whoopee? Why don't you tell me that? I'm open to some suggestions.
Well, all right, that's neither here nor there. But just if hypothetically, were you were to ask, Sharon might tell you that you had talked about a fancy beach date and a picnic and such, and I mean sunset over Lake Danube. Well, God, that's just picturesque. But Sharon would say that. Ruger Firehide, of course, would never condone such activity. And in fact, I'm going to put double patrols on that area just to be safe. So, well, Bachelorette number 2, thank you as always for your time. And I'm really going to do my best to stay away from the steamy ones. But until then, you have a great night. And, oh, God, unfortunately, it could be getting worse from here, because that brings us to Bachelor number 3, Zerback, I don't know, the titles and goats and Neho. Right, put it in post. Zerback, hi, buddy, how are you?
I see you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I had Sharon stitch them real tight, and then I bought a new belt, and somehow that went missing. So then I made another one out of rope, and seemed to have lost that too. But yep, suspenders. That's the trick. Zerback. Bachelor number 3. Now, I got a question for you, and I want to remind you, Zerback, my real good, real long-time traveling associate. This is I'm going to say family show. I'm not really sure what kind of audience we have, actually. I can't read the numbers. But that being said, let's keep to the answer of this one, safe and, Zerback, where is the strangest place you have ever made whoopee?
I don't cook.
Okay. Well, First, I don't know where you guys learned your language. It actually gets a little more complicated the more I think about it. But, no, Zerback, Whoopee is not cooking. You know, Zerback, how sometimes you might see like a swamp monster and another swamp monster go spend some like private time together, and then a little bit down the road, a little baby swamp monster comes from that act.
Ah, the circle of life.
Yes, exactly. Oh, right, Druid school.
I'm on the other end of that spectrum. I'm the death part.
Well, I have certainly witnessed a fair amount of that. You are terrifying and death dealing, and most things cower in fear of you. But am I safe then in saying that the thought has never even crossed your mind about
Nope, not my job.
right? Yeah, no, yeah, that makes complete sense. And honestly, it's good to have someone up like you out there. Just I guess killing things. That I don't know. Well, great, buddy.
They call it population control.
Ah, they do. Druid school, that's right. Well,
Polly says I'm very good at it.
Polly might need to... I need to talk to Polly about the education he's putting over on your castle. I think there's a couple things you might want to learn about. Anyways.
Polly has done well in his subjugated job.
Well, I think that is going to do it for us here, folks. Another wildly awkward installment of Happily Ever After, pumped right into your ear holes. Yikes. Keep those dice turning, folks.
Hey there, dear listeners. Sam the DM here with a special version of the credits. I wanted to let everyone listening know that I've got another live show coming up. Unfortunately, this is not a live episode of this podcast you're listening to, but if you would like to see me run a game live on stage with local St. Louis comedians and improvisers, go to City Winery STL on October 27th at noon for Bubbles and Bards. It's a special live event we do where I run a one-shot adventure of my very own design with some very, very funny players for an audience to enjoy. If you go to City Winery /St. Louis, you can go to their events page and find tickets. I will also put a link in the description of the episode. It's great fun. It's a afternoon show, so you get some brunch and live entertainment. There's drinks available, and it is an all-ages event. So if you like Dungeons & Dragons, if you like comedy, if you like brunch, I highly recommend that you stop by. It is Bubbles and Bards at City Winery St. Louis, October 27th at noon. You can go to citywinery.com/St. Louis for your tickets, and I will have something in the description of the episode. Thank you very much for listening, and here are your regularly scheduled credits. Challenge Rating 0 was edited by the incomparable Audius Prime, aka Matt Sims. You can find more of his work at audiusprime.com. Music for Challenge Rating 0, including our amazing theme song, is provided by the harp wolf Danielle Williams. You can find more of her work at danielletaylorharp.bandcamp.com, including her album Why Are We Surprised When Seasons Change. Additional music for Challenge Rating 0 is provided by Justin Ra. You can find more of his work at justinra.com, including his album Age of the Spirit. If you want to find us on social media, we are on Facebook and Instagram at Challenge Rating 0. We're at Twitter at Challenge_0. And if you'd like to email us here at the show and send in any questions for As the Dice Turn segment, you can send any emails to challengeratingzero@gmail.com. Any questions we receive will be read on air. If you'd like to support the show, we are on Patreon, patreon.com/CR _ZERO. We've got some bonus content on there for you folks if you are interested. And if you can't support us fungibly, we ask only that maybe you take some time to give us a review, recommend us to a friend, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for listening. We're still trying to make the best show we can for you folks, and we're going to keep on keeping on. I hope you all take care of yourselves and each other out there. We'll see you next time.